because she wanted it to drop around the same time so we could trend the internet. And we did that. Congratulations, winos. Congratulations, winos. We did that. And tea-sippers. Congratulations, tea-sippers. We did that as a collective unit.
Tasha K is going to jail. Total clickbait. She's not going to jail. I know. I got you guys. But she basically went on YouTube and it was a complete bullish. You're about to check out my reaction in a second. But before we do that, make sure you hit the subscribe button with notifications and smash that like button so this video gets up in the algorithm. It looks like her lawyers, you know, just massively failed Tasha K. And this ish is hilarious to me, you know. In a way, she really deserved it. She was spreading lies. She was doing stuff to really try to damage this person's image. Now, you guys know I covered this like 3 years ago. Like, she did a lot. She did everything from pretending she was friends with certain people so she could gain and gather information on Cardi. Like, it was really crazy. And like, this is what I mean by corrupt drama channels. Channels that take things to the extreme. You know, they do extra things behind the scenes just so they can garner viewers, success, and fame on the internet. And that she did. And she went to court, bro. And she lost her case. And she now's owed over $3 million. As well as that, allegedly, according to some other YouTubers, she owes tax. She hasn't been paying her tax, which is crazy. I still want to know what happened to that charity money. Remember, you wanted to help the people in the hurricane? Y'all remember that? So right now, what we're going to do is watch Tasha K's video that she made, exclusive Tasha K's official statement. And we're going to react to it to see what she says. I am super curious to see what she said. Like, is she finally going to take responsibility for her actions and apologize? Or is she just gonna, like, what is she going to do? I'm just so curious. Because this would have been a big burn to her. She's already lost, she was over 1 million subscribers. Now she's like down a couple thousand. So a lot of people are not appreciating the bullish. So yo, let's watch. Damn, I bet you all those bottles, she probably drunk all of them, man. Oh, she doing sign language, y'all. This video is sign language.
All right. These last 4 years.
Can I just say, it looked like she lost a lot of weight. It must have been very stressful.
Fighting this conspiracy case have been extremely challenging. And yet, I wouldn't change a single thing about any of it. I've learned so much. Every moment was incredibly powerful and insightful. The verdict handed down on Monday was no shock to myself, my husband, or my legal team.
Hold on, y'all wanted to lose? Okay, interesting. Like, what is she gonna say in this damn commercial, bro?
Prepared, and we were prepared for this challenge from the beginning. Prepared for the worst, as we said. We called bluff against a machine that wanted to bully me for not wavering from my personal beliefs. A machine that has corporate interest.
Your personal beliefs to talk some bullshit, okay? Oh my God, she's trying to make out like she's this victim. Okay, let's keep watching.
To protect prostitution, drug use, promiscuity, and to glorify the violence that wreaks havoc on our society and in our neighborhoods. And to glorify...
Yes, just take all the focus off me and talk about all the other corrupt things out there, and let's just put it all on them, because it is because of those, maybe those certain situations, that means in my situation, it's the same thing. And I'm completely innocent. Now, in my opinion, it sounds like that she used the I probably pronounced this horribly wrong, but basically it's a fallacy. They basically use it to avoid having to engage with criticism by turning it back on the accuser. You answered criticism with criticism. It is commonly employed as an effective red herring because it takes the heat off someone having to defend their argument and instead shifts the focus back onto the person making the criticism. So in this instance, she's taking everything off her and turning it back to the system, the court system. Like, look, they're obviously the corrupt, they're this, they're that. And I'm not saying that the court system and everything is completely accurate and justable and nice all the time. You know, there is some corruption, but in this case, I honestly don't think there was. And she's failing to take accountability. So therefore, she's avoiding engaging into what she should be taking her accountability, and she's throwing a fallacy. She could also be using the appeal to emotion fallacy. You attempt to manipulate an emotion response in place of a valid or compelling argument. For example, Luke didn't want to eat sheep's brains with chopped liver and Brussels sprouts, but his father told him to think about the poor, starving children in the third world country who weren't fortunate enough to have any food at all. So in this case, she is guilty of what she did. And she's saying, well, the court system is corrupt and there's evil out there and Hollywood is pushing their agenda and all this bullshit because she fails to take accountability for her actions.
It's sold to our children as the it factor. This machine, this thing, secured an extremely prejudicial verdict against myself and my company solely off of sympathy and payola, asking me to redact the real reason as to why I was reporting on the issues at hand and succeeded in making me out to be an angry and malicious woman. This is a real business. I am a wife of 17 years, a mother to a beautiful 15-year-old girl who's an honors student, and a 2-year-old son. My platform creates...
I totally forgot that she was pregnant. Oh my God, I remember that. Wow.
...news and sheds light on the issues going on in our society. My First Amendment right poses a threat to the machine's sole intention to mislead the public with caricatures built on violence, selling sex, and images of a denounced stereotype.
Like I said, I got Cardi B's whole album just playing. I really
look at Chicago and LA and various other cities that can't even sit in their own living room and braid their kids' hair without worrying about bullets flying through and killing their children.
This is just, you know, taking all the attention off her and all the issues done. She's just focusing it on bullshit to like really blind you guys at this point.
My First Amendment right was painted to the public and courts as a bully, vile, and malicious towards a machine that glorifies a lifestyle meant to serve.
Oh my God, she really not taking any accountability at all. This is so crazy, bro. She's not talking about the lying, the bullish, nada, none of that. It's like, yes, I can have freedom of speech and I should have the right to lie on people, make up bullish, damage their image, damage them emotionally. Like, are you serious?
As modern day genocide on our people. A machine that clearly influences our children on how to kill, sell their bodies, and more. You can't bully someone or something that takes pride in painting our children and teaching our children to be degenerates. And if you are a public figure that pushes this image and this lifestyle for likes and views and a way to make money in our society, then I and we have the duty to exercise our First Amendment right as traditional media and new age digital media analysts to say, no, this ain't it. This is not defamation or invasion of privacy when these machines have pushed this lifestyle on us for profit.
What does this have anything to do with what you did, Bri? Let's keep watching.
This ain't about $4 million. This machine never wanted my money. They wanted to shut down my company in order to protect their assets that glorify this reckless and dangerous lifestyle pushed on us and our children.
So basically, if you read towards the line, is that Cardi B is a character. She's pushing a lifestyle which is bad for the children. First of all, why are you letting your children listen to Cardi B? That's my first thing. And you know, Tasha K is a Christian woman now. She doesn't like this lifestyle getting pushed, but once upon a time, she was all about it, and she was purchasing Cardi B's music until Cardi B decided to take her to court for her bullshit.
Her album was amazing. I got Cardi B's album on playlist in my car. You know what I'm saying? And I just be, you know, drip, drip, drip. All her songs. I'm like, oh, they're sitting up in here telling me I'm dripping in ice. And I don't own one diamond but this one, okay? This is the only diamond I own, y'all. And I'm talking about drip. Came through dripping, drip, drip. Came through dripping, drip, drip. That was on my, this is all I.
It was about someone demanding that I respect and give respect to something that has never earned my respect. This is about changing the trajectory of how things have been done in Hollywood for over a century. There are no more gatekeepers, no more red tape, no more waiting to be picked and told what you have to do. If we simply believe in ourselves and our God-given right to live our lives purposeful and don't allow our gifts to die with us, we all hold the key to change. New age digital media such as myself and traditional media, we exercise our First Amendment right to publish our opinions and facts concerning these caricatures of stereotypes pushed in our homes and into our society. And we...
Oh my God, this woman is really deflecting from the whole situation, not focusing on what she did. She's focusing on other shit just to... There's a fallacy for it. I wish I knew the name, but this is a whole ass fallacy, bro. And I'll put it on the screen. She's calling out other shit so you guys don't, so she can look like she's someone who was really trying to point that out. And maybe in some instances she was, but in extreme, she did a lot of shit to purposely hurt other people. She did shit to really damage other people's reputations. People that, for example, didn't agree with her, she would try to damage their reputation. Like, she did some really foul-ish. And at this point, she's still not taking any responsibility. Now, what do I think this effect has on other drama channels like myself, YouTube, etc.? I don't think, like, I feel like people are going to see this and be like, wow, this is an opportunity for me to take down
at the end of the day, what was
that have
a
really
big drive,
damage
what was
the
big machine.
Because there are drama channels out there that go to the extra level to
Tasha
really try to emotionally damage
driven
people,
for success
try to damage
views,
people's
willing to
personal
do
lives by going behind
anything
the
to
scenes,
achieve it,
weird,
is what got her in
creepy-ish,
this situation
lying to other
today.
people to
She did
garner
everything to
information
lie
and
to
put it
her
on the
audience,
internet.
lying on people.
There is a lot of stuff
just
like
to garner some
that
clout,
happens here on
some
YouTube.
views,
I've even
and some
witnessed
change.
that as well.
At the end of the day,
now,
was
for
it
me,
really
I know
all
nothing will
worth it?
ever happen to me because every time I say something, it's alleged, it's according, and if I state it as fact, there's at least a form of evidence and proof. Not only that, I am overseas, so for someone to try to take me to court, me personally, it is very, very difficult. You have to be able to try to change the laws between countries, and it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of money, and it's a lot of time, and it's just very, very, very difficult, and it may not even happen, you know? So for me, I know what I'm saying, but that doesn't mean just because I know I am under an umbrella that I'm not going to go on the internet and lie, and I never have. If there's been a mistake, I've always corrected myself. I've always had to, you know, stand in integrity, because integrity, that's one of my core values. I think it's very important to have integrity, to be honest. Like, a lot of people just don't care. They are all in it for the mullah and the money that they can make. And some people even create delusions in their head and they think what they're saying is the truth when it's the not. But I do see this as other influencers who may be being targeted online. They might see this as an opportunity to be like, hey, I might be able to take this person to court, you know? I don't think it's going to affect YouTube at all. A lot of drama channels and gossip tea pages now have a lot of disclaimers that protect them. You know, they're telling their audience not to attack the person that they talk about. There's a lot of things in line now to show like, hey, this is a perfect good example of a tea page. For example, Spill, Tea Spill, a lot of other content creators out there that are making drama videos, and they're doing it in a really, they're even monitoring the comments. They even delete comments that are not nice or turn off their comments completely. Stuff like that. So yeah, I don't think this is going to affect me or any other drama channels on YouTube. I do feel that people are going to be, if they get sued, of course, they're going to be more careful with what they say. I feel like other influencers may use this as a tool, and I mean corrupt influencers who will use this as a tool to try to silence people like me. That has happened before. You know, I've had that company that the Prince family has some hands in, what's it called again? Something network. Yeah, let me know in the comments. But, you know, they had threatened to sue me before. I've had like this really wealthy vegan guy in LA try to sue me before. I've had a lot of people say they wanted to try to sue me, and it's impossible. Maybe if I was in USA, they could probably try to take me to court. And if that was the case, I know they would lose, because a lot of the times I have receipts and evidence to prove what I'm saying and stuff. And a lot of the time I'm very careful with what I say.